Welcome to another edition of the Hoop Scoop. I'm Jared Johnson. I'm joined by the mighty Joe. Yeah, where am I, Joe? Yes, we're actually at the Jones talking about hoops. But hey, we just got out of the spring game. We already did and posted the football video. But there's so much going on with Texas Tech basketball in the transfer portal. I know, man, you've done an awesome job of doing like the lowdown and really getting to describing these new players that Texas Tech are getting. But just off the top of your head, what do you feel about Texas Tech's basketball roster, what they're building in terms of who they've added, and then of course who it looks like is leaving?
I mean, it's Tech's right now has got a huge buzz surrounding this program. I mean, seriously, people, national media are talking about Tech as, well, how do you not tab this team as the #1 team in the country? I'm seeing this. Everybody's looking at them like a top, a Final Four club right now. Now, having said that, the basis for that is more or less on the top end of the roster. You know, with JT Chapman, with Chris Anderson, with the new guy, LaJuan Watts, who added in. And people see this and they say, all right, man, this team is absolutely loaded. And, they're filling in right now. They're losing guys. It's a recycling process. It's just, that's just the way it is this time of year. And I think you've got like 8 scholarship players right now is the way it looks right now. I think you're probably going to want to get up to at least 10, probably 11. You could go up to 15, but that's not the way McCaslin wants to do it. He wants to concentrate that money and focus on a smaller number of players.
Hey, it's worked.
So it's all about quality over quantity. So you've got stuff to add. If you've got 8 guys right now, you need to add at least 2 or 3 guys, at least 2, maybe 3. You've got some concerns right now with Federico out in the transfer portal. You assume he's probably not going to come back. So you need another big for sure now. I mean, and I'm not talking 6'6" like Josiah Mosley, the most recent addition. You need a guy in the 6'9" and up range who can sort of replace Federico and what he did on defense, and
some dude with some real length.
A guy who can play either alongside JT Toppin or not either, but play alongside Toppin and play as a backup to Toppin. Because, I mean, that was an effective thing for Texas Tech late in the year, was Fede and JT playing simultaneously. I think you don't want to get rid of that. I think you want to be able to duplicate that again. And then you still got the situation at point guard. Does he want to roll with Christian Anderson at point? Will he evolve into a point guard? I mean, that's a possibility, but it's a little bit of a gamble there because he was not a true point guard last year. I mean, you can tell the difference between him and Elijah Hawkins. Right? Elijah Hawkins is a true point guard. That's what it looks like. A guy who orchestrates the offense,
creates shots for everybody.
And creates shots for everybody else. Facilitates the ball, doesn't turn it over, and he was playing at an extremely high level last year. It was sort of the unsung hero for what Tech did.
I agree.
Late in the season. So again, you want somebody who can do that. Does Grant McCaslin believe that Christian Anderson is the guy to do that? I don't know. I mean, I think to be perfectly honest, you need to add in another legitimate true point guard. They're hard to find because everybody wants them. But, I mean, look, they found Christian Anderson late last year. He was a late find. He didn't come from the portal, but still. There are players out there on the international front, various places you can find somebody like that, and that's what they need. I mean, I think you definitely need another big and a point guard. And then maybe you fill in with one other, jack of all trades sort of player, and then you're set, and I think you're legitimately a threat for the national title next year.
Man, you succinctly crushed that. But I do have one more question for you. Of all the new additions and the transfer portal additions, who excites you the most or that you like the most?
Well, LaJuan Watts is the guy who's he's just a tremendous player. I mean, people compare him naturally to Darian Williams.
Because of his versatility?
Because of the versatility, and they're built identically as well. They both also happen to be, and it's just coincidental, maybe it's not important, but from the same part of the world. Williams from Sacramento, LaJuan Watts is from Fresno, California. So there's a lot of similarities there. But to be perfectly honest, Watts is more of a guard. He has more of a guard. He can get off the bounce and beat people. I mean, he has some serious quickness for a guy 6'6", 230.
Yeah.
Putting it on the deck and blowing by people. That's the amazing. That's the big difference between him and Darian Williams. Darian Williams was a 3 or a 4.
Yeah.
And he could step out, obviously, and hit the shot. And in that respect, he was a 3, but he was also a back down post up.
Yeah, he was more of a thumper kind of dude. Yeah.
So he really was a classic tweener 3-4 type player. Whereas Lawan Watts is a 2-3, what you call a swingman.
Yeah.
We used to call it a swingman back in the old days. But yes, and absolutely a stud. You're talking about him, Toppin, Christian Anderson. That's 3 All-American, all Big 12 first team type players. So that's some serious talent, and that's why there's so much buzz surrounding this team right now.
All right. Well, there it is. We'll have more content talking about the basketball roster, the football team coming up, even though they just ended spring ball. College sports never stops now. It's year-round. So we'll have plenty of content. But for now, Mighty Joe, great stuff from you as always. Thank y'all for watching.